Hey guys, what's up? This is Hussein Tabi and it's crazytoonstudio.com. Today we are going to continue with shape layers in After Effects. We'll see how we can use shape layers to make our projects more interesting and more crazy. So where is uh, this option, this shape layer you can find in After Effects? So let's go ahead and let's start it. So let me create one composition here. Composition name shape layers. All right. And 96540 would be 480 would be fine with me. 96540 would be fine. Yeah, 96540 would be fine. Okay. In 5 seconds would be okay. The color is nice, and just okay this. Okay. So after you create your compositions, go here, and here you can find these two options: the span tool, which you use to create shapes, and rectangle tool. Right, you click on here and you will find some more options here. These all are shapes, like this is the rectangle one. Okay, here you can see this is ellipse. Okay, and like that these other options are there. So when you create anything, right, there are a few ways of creating those shapes. So one thing is like when you just drag it, this is like not a proportional, right? You can drag and you can create as you want. If you want proportional, press shift. When you press shift, it will be proportional, and when you press alt, control and alt, right, so this will create like equal from the center. Okay, so you can see the anchor point is here and it is created from the center of the shape. Now when I created this shape, you can see here we have the fill. Okay, so the fill right now is like there's nothing, but we want to give shape, but it's not visible because there is something which I made some changes in my last project, and this shape is actually, remember that, I believe it's like that because in fill you can see the opacity is 0, should be full. It might be not like this in your project when you start practice, because by default this will not happen. All right, so you just click here and create your shape by pressing Control Alt and Shift, so it will create from the center and the proportion. Now you can see the anchor point is not in the center, but as you click this you can see the anchor point in the center. Why it is like this? Because this anchor point you see right now is the anchor point of the shape, and before this one you see this anchor point is the anchor point of the layer. So what I'll do is I'll create the shape and I will align this in the center for now, and control you can take this anchor point, move anchor point tool, press control and track, take it into the center here. Okay, now take the move tool, uh, go here first, make the opacity up. Okay, and you see here we have two things, fill and stroke. Okay, in fill you can give color. Okay, sorry, in fill you can say that how you want your fill, like you don't want fill, you want solid fill, you want gradient fill, you want radial fill, whatever option you like. For now I want solid, and the color you can give here any color you want. Okay, and here is the stroke. Okay, same options we'll have here, what kind of a stroke you want, and then this is the width. Right, like you want more or you want less, it depends on your projects, that accordingly you have to set your stroke width here. Okay, now when you come here you can see two things. content and transforms. When you go to the content, you have rectangle, okay, and you can see rectangle path, rectangle stroke, fill, and transform. The stroke and fill is the same thing what you see here. Okay, like I said before that when you go to the fill, you can adjust the opacity from here of this fill, right? So either you can you can cancel from here that you don't want, or you want. Better you always keep it on, and just if you don't want, make the opacity off. So later if you want, you can give it a fill, right? This is what I generally do. Or you can cancel from here, or if you don't want, then you can leave the fill from here, right? There is an option for that. So for now I actually want this, okay, and this is stroke, okay. Now in stroke there are a lot more things rather than just this width. When you go to the stroke, you have color, right? As you can see here, we have opacity, same thing. We have stroke width here, like this. You can animate this, okay. And here you can see this butt cap and what is this butt cap? Let's see. So for that, what I have to do is I have to give dashes. So right now you see here we have this white solid line. When you click on dash, you will have dashes here. Okay, let me down the opacity of the fill so you'll understand more better. Yes. Okay, so you can give dashes to it, and you can offset this like this. You can animate this. All right. You can see this, and this is what we can use here. This is a butt cap. You can see here this cut here. This look like a rectangle. When you take round cap, right, you will be having round. Let me increase the dash, and you can see here this round. If you have this will not be. So it depends on how you want. Okay, I generally like this round cap. And let me add one more. When you click again on the add, then you will have gap here. So you can increase the gap or decrease the gap. If you decrease the gap, okay, and then increase or decrease the dashes, you will see it will look like dots here. Okay, and if you want, you can just click here and go here, and you can animate this offset. See, right? So this is what more you can do with strokes. So let's just see that how we can use this stroke and fill to create something, not to just have fun with it, but we can create with this so many things, especially the typography. We can use this in our motion design to create some elements. Okay, let's see how we can do something with it. So what I'll do is I'm going to create one ellipse here. Okay, you just have to press shift and drag, press alt and control also, so it will be from the center here like this. Then I'll take this anchor point, press control and drag, so it will come in the center of this. I want exactly in the center of the composition. Okay, let's give it a little animation. So I'll go into the content ellipse, and we have this scale option. Go here and animate this property. Here it will be 0, and after 5 frames This will be like 150. Too much. This much is enough. That is, make it 100, no problem. This is good. Okay, but right now when you see it's looking like a very lamb. It's not looking good. Okay, so make it interesting with our graph editor. You know already how we can do that. Just press F9 to easy as, and let's give it a little shoot out here. Yeah, it's nice. Now it's looking a little bit better and interesting. Yeah, awesome. Okay, and what I want when this comes after this one more circle come, but that will not be filled. That will be stroke. Or maybe what I want is when this comes before that the circle should be there. So let's name this one circle. Oh, sorry. By mistake, this Arabic text is already activated. Make it English. This one is circle. Okay. And I will be having the same circle, just duplicate this. Control C, Control V, and make this one dotted circle. Okay. But I don't want any animation in this. Just make it 100. Okay. Off this one for now. Let's go here. And let's close this and give it a stroke. And in this stroke, what we can do is give it a round cap, add dashes. Okay, one more. And I don't want this much, is okay. And I want circles. That is nice. And this ellipse, what I want is instead of 100, make it 120. That will be out of the composition. So 110 would be fine for now. Okay. And let's animate the offset of this stroke here. So I'll click this and let's go here and give some offset. So it will be like this. Nice, awesome. So now when you on both of these, you can see it's like this. Cool. And what I want is this circle. Let's go to here and instead of 100 make it 90. Little more small. Yeah, this is nice. Okay. This one is good. Now let's add text in the middle. Right, so just right click and new text here, and let's type caps lock and crazy. All right, crazy is enough. I wanted to write crazy tunes, but I think crazy is looking fine here. All right, so let's select this one, caps lock off, and then select this one and the dotted, not the dotted one, but this one. Take it up, select these two, and go to the alignment. Let's find the align. Where is the align? Why it is not visible? Let me increase this one. Let me find the align one. Right, the line is not visible here. Let's off all these. Okay, add a line now. Here is the line. Okay, so let's align this. Now it's in the center. Sometimes it happens. So you off all other and then you see it's easy to see that. So what I'm having for now is this one, right? So what I can do is go to the crazing, go to scale, unlink this, and let me decrease the scale in this dimension, and then go to the 5 frames ahead and make it 100. So you'll see it will be like this, right? But this should come when this should come up. That means in this position. Yeah, make it F9, go to the and make this a little bit an overshoot, and let's check it out. Awesome. So you can see just by adding a little bit of a shape animation, the whole look is changed. All right, so this is like, rather than just adding only the text, add some fun with shapes. All right, so this is like how you can add the dashes and then how you can animate the shapes. Let's go a little bit more deeper and see how we can give more detail to these shapes. All right, there are some other options which we are going to see today. Okay, so the next thing is trim paths. Now, to understand the trim paths, what I'll do is I'm going to create another composition. We'll understand what are these and we'll go back to this composition. We'll add details to it. So here everything is same and I'm going here. Okay, and let's now understand that how trim paths works. I'm going to create a rectangle here. Okay, you can see the rectangle. Center. Sorry. Okay, and go here and add trim paths. Okay, or go into the rectangle and select the stroke and add trim paths. Okay, what this will do is this will trim this stroke. This is the start, you can see, right, and this is the end. So how we can animate this? For example, if I check this here, I'll start animating end first. I'll go to 5 frames ahead. I'll animate this, take this 2 or maybe 5 frames here and then start animating this one. Go here and 5 more frames ahead and then make this one here. So you can see you have animated this shape like this. Okay, select F9, give it more interesting look. Come here and we can give it a little bit more interesting look to this. See, or maybe like this. Take this straight. All right. So this is how trim paths work. If you want to give more details to it, you can go to the stroke. You can add dashes. round cap and increase dash, add more gap, little gap and little dashes. You can see it will be like this. Okay, and to make it more interesting, you can copy this rectangle. Okay, and when you see we have this much keyframes here, so this copied, which you just copied, I will take this here, 2 frames overlapping, so it will be like this. It will continue. Okay, so this is how you can animate trim parts. So we can add details to our stroke, like this dotted circle. You come here, we have stroke here, you go here, give a trim path. Okay, and let's start with the hand and go 5 frames ahead. It will come like this. Before 5 frames, maybe 10 frames, I think would be fine. Then before 5 frames start will start, and at the 10th frame this will come like this. So when you see it will be like this. And what I want is I make it F9 and I will duplicate this ellipse and I'll take this keyframes, sorry, let's duplicate 1, 2, 3, 4 times maybe. Okay, and press U so you can see all the animations here. Okay, this is the offset which I animated. Yeah, select all here, F9, and here also this keyframe should be F9. That is easy to use. And what I'll do is I'll take from down, because we have ellipses like this, right? Like you can see, it's like 1, 2, 3, 4, right? 1, 2, and I want to give overlapping to it. So press U. This is the first one. Take the second one, move 2 frames ahead. This one, take 1, 2, 3, 4. This one, make 1, 2, 3, 4, and 6. So when you see, alright, will be like this. But thing is, we have this kind of an effect. See? Now what I want is, let's get it a little bit more interesting. So this is the first one. Let's take this, and instead of giving 2 frames here, let's give 2 frames overlapping here. Like this one. Take this and take this here. Take this and here. Okay, and let's off this here. So it will be like this. That means it's continuing this one. Okay, if you want something like the more here and less here, same kind of animation we'll do in one project inshallah in the later lecture, and I'll show you what makes difference. So this is like, you know, just adding the little bit trim path to our project. The project is now looking more interesting. Okay, this is how you can use trim paths. We'll see some more example of it. Okay, there are other stuff like for example, if I go to this crazy, this is a font right now, and if I on, I will not have that add option here, right? So you can right click here and create shape from the text. So now the text is off and this shape is on. So what I have done is I have created the same outline, but now I can't edit this because this is a shape. Okay, the text is here, which I don't want anymore. This is also the shape you can see here. So you can go here and you can see this. So you can give trim path to this also, right? So what I can do here is like you go here and you have all these things here, all are separate. So you have to go into each and every one, and for example, I don't want this, but I want stroke. Okay, so stroke should be like red. So you can give stroke is off here, make it on, and a little bit lesser. Yeah, color should be red. So you can see that either you want to make all the fonts outline or you want to make fill. All right, and not only this, what you can do is you can add trim path to this also. Okay, you select the stroke and you go to the trim path, and you can see I can animate these things. Okay, so it's like when this is open, this will come here and will animate like this. A little bit more, so it will be a little slow and will be more interesting. Yeah, press F9 and see. If you want, you can give this kind of animation to all your fonts, so it will be like, you know, something is writing here in the strokes. It will be more interesting here. So by only typing just text, by giving trim paths to your strokes and animating your trim paths, you can see how much change you can give to your animations. All right, this is endless. I mean, you can have a number of things here. Okay, like some more things we have here is let's say I have this circle here. I go here, I add one more circle here. Let's say this ellipse. Okay, all right, and this ellipse I want, sorry, this ellipse path I want in the center. Okay, and here you can do merge paths. Okay, so when you go to the merge path, you can subtract, so you can create a hole here by adding more and more paths you can put here, and you can create subtraction in it. Right, so this can be also a good option here. You can see here. All right, this is not exactly in the center. Okay, let's align this. This ellipse and this ellipse. Make selections. Selection is not working because this is actually one layer only. Okay, so it can be like this. So you can see when it is growing, it is like this. Okay, you can animate this also. For now, I don't want this. We'll use this option later on. But what I'm trying to tell you is you can try these things. Okay, like one more interesting thing I would like to tell you is like this. You can see here. Let's add. Let's take this circle, or let's take the crazy and add wiggle. This wiggle path is also interesting. You can see the whole whole shape is crazy, right? When you go to the Wiggle, you can see here, you can give details to it, like how much details you want. Size, I don't want much. Small size will be okay. And Wiggle little bit more, like 5 would be fine. Yeah, 5 would be fine. And you animate this, you can see these fonts are wiggling. Right, the same thing you can give to this circle, to this dotted circles, anything you want. So now this animation, I think, suits our word crazy, you know, and more interesting it is. Okay, so I think this is enough for today, and in the next lecture we will continue shape layer and see some more interesting stuff, and then we'll go ahead with other stuff. Right, so this shape layer will be having 2 lectures. Like this one is, you can call part A, and part B we will see in the next upload. Okay, so the assignment is like use all these things and create something, right? Use trim parts, this dotted lines, some text, type your name, animate like this, the stroke, animate the strokes, right? Wiggle and all the things. All right, so see you in next class. Take care.